Good morning team, happy Friday, Coach Calvin here, coming at you with day 107 of your home workout. Arms and core, say no more, do the work and get the results. By work we mean 10 reps of everything with minimum break. So grab yourself a mat or towel, 2 medium weights or object. No one says success comes easy, but let's get going. Have a great workout and a great Friday, and I'll see you soon.
Time for your dynamic warm-up. This block is going to be 5 minutes of work with 5 exercises. All you're going to need is a yoga mat for this one. Ready to get to work, D?
Let's get warmed up.
All right, we're going to start with 1 minute of a cobra swing. You're going to lay down flat on your mat. You're going to start with your feet about hip width apart, those toes anchored to the ground. As you can see, Dee is placing her hands on the small of her back, shoulders nice and tall. You're going to raise that chest off the ground, full extension with the arms to reach out in front of you, back to the small of your back. This is going to work your shoulders as well as your lower back and core. Options here, you can always reduce your range of motion. Next up, we've got 30 seconds per side of a T-spine rotation. Dee has her hands stacked underneath her shoulders, knees stacked underneath the hips. Placing one hand behind the ear, elbow nice and wide, we're going to rotate at the midsection, trying to make contact with that planted hand. You've got 30 seconds per side. An option here, you can reduce your range of motion. Next up, we're going to warm up those ankles and hamstrings, crossing our right foot over the left, pressing through the ball of the left foot to raise the glutes into the air, elongating that hamstring, bringing that knee back down to the ground. Option here, you can always reduce your range of motion. You've got 30 seconds per side. Next up, 30 seconds per side of an iso hold plank bird dog. For this, you're going to extend your right arm out, left leg back, drawing your belly button to spine, squeezing your glutes to keep that core engaged. You're going to hold that for 30 seconds per side. An option here, use your own personal range of motion. Last but not least, you have 1 minute of a bear plank alternating shoulder tap. We're going to press through the balls of our feet, raising our knees just off the ground enough, belly button to spine to engage the core. Nice, slow, and steady, bringing that hand to your opposite shoulder. Option here, you can always drop your knees down to the ground, but make sure to keep that belly button drawn to your spine. You've got 5 minutes of work. Let's get warmed up.
And kiss, my heart's first wish is coming true. I've begun to grow, and now I know you're the one for me. And I've been known to give in too easily before, but I know I feel something I've never felt before. Then you told me stay, don't worry, be strong, come along, be with me. It's not too late to change, don't worry, be strong, come along, be with me. I'm feeling like a flame, and I wanna be the flame in your fire. I'm feeling like a flame, and I wanna be the flame in your fire. I'm feeling Make up your mind what you're searching for. Sticky claim, is it fame? Do you see your name in lights? Make up your mind what you're searching for. Is it money? Is it something like freedom? Nothing against myself, but I can really see myself. Come around, come around, come around. Now I'm holding it down. I thought I was quiet, but then you brought that loud. It's instinct that I mentioned. Did you know that? In a minute, I felt different. No take backs, take back. Everyone's got a little bit of magic. Everyone's got a little trick up their sleeve. Yeah, everyone's got some kind of abracadabra. So cast your spell and make them believe. Ooh, you got some kind of magic, yeah. Yeah, you got some kind of magic. Oh, you got some kind of magic, baby. Yeah, you got some kind of magic. Put that pride on a shelf. Yeah. Now you can really see yourself. Clearing out, clearing out, clearing out while you hearing me now. You ain't gotta keep quiet about what you got now. Never instant to mention, cause you know that. But each minute feels different, no take back. Everyone's got a little bit of magic. Everyone's got a little trick up their sleeve. Yeah, everyone's got some kind of abracadabra. So cast your spell and make them believe. You got some kind of magic. Baby, you know you got some kind of magic. You got some kind of magic. You got it, you got it, you got some kind of magic. You got it, you got it, you got some kind of magic. Make up your mind what you're searching for. Sticky claim, is it fame? Do you see your name in lights? Make up your mind what you're searching for. You got some kind of magic.
So team, we have an 8-minute block. The goal here is to not set these dumbbells down for the first 3 exercises. So first up, we have hip hinge tricep kickbacks. Hinging at the hips, leaning forward, keeping the elbows close to your rib cage, fully extending your arms all the way, and then going back to where you started. The next exercise, we have bicep curl tempos. For the tempo, you're fully extending your arms 3, 2, 1, and then coming all the way up in 1. And then again, 3, 2, 1. Your next exercise, neutral half thrusters, going into a little short squat, pushing your dumbbells all the way up to the ceiling and then back into that little short squat. Your option on all 3 exercises is to use less weight. Then you have your forearm alternating plank punches. So for this one, you're in your plank position, extending your arm out all the way, punching it out. Your option on this one is to go down to your knees and then extend your arms out all the way. All right, team, let's get started.
Remember what we said before, call at my window, not the door. We don't really wanna wake the street. You said you'd take care of me, I said let's go carefully. I don't wanna end up in a heap. And we met with friends of ours, thankfully for just an hour. And we headed on down the beach. Sun was just about to set, and in my head a silly bet that we'd get to morning without sleep.
This next block is all about the core. We have 2 exercises, 4 minutes worth of work. We're going to work for 20 seconds and then take a 10-second rest. The first exercise will be crab to alternating toe tap. So we get down, lift the hips off the floor, turn the wrists around so the fingertips are facing the heels, lift the knee toward the chest, reach the hand toward the opposite toe. The option for this, reach to the knee instead, shortening the range of motion. Take a 10-second breather. The next 20 seconds will be our second exercise, forearm plank Spider-Man. Get down into a plank from your forearm, pull the core in toward the belly button, or toward the spine, bring the knee to the elbow, opposite knee to the elbow. The option for this, we do it right from our knees. Again, it's 4 minutes worth of work, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Let's do it.
She made the shape of a gun with a finger and a thumb. She had a full magazine pointed right at me. I guess I knew that she was loaded all along. I guess I knew that she was coming on strong. Once she had me in the sights, she might as well be kissing me goodnight. I don't wanna be a moving target. She had me in the sights. She might as well be kissing me goodnight. I don't wanna be a moving target. I don't wanna be a thing you can't hit. I don't wanna be a moving target. I just wanna be. I don't wanna be a moving target. I don't wanna be a thing you can't hit. I don't wanna be a moving target.
All right, guys, we got an 8-minute block right here. You guys are gonna do 10 repetitions for each exercise. Lovely Genesis is gonna help us out. We're gonna start with that overhead tricep extension. Bring that overhead, Keep those elbows very close to your head. Bring the object right down as far as you can, and then bring it back up. Limit that range of motion if you need to. We're gonna grab 2 objects for the uppercut. Keep those elbows very close to your body. Go ahead and bring those objects right up. Don't overextend. 90 degree should be fine on that one. The next one, we got the ground to press. You're gonna go down into a squat. All the weight is gonna be on those heels, and you're gonna power up those objects right above your head here. Now she's gonna go to the floor, to the mat right there, to do the alternate single leg V up. With this one, engage that core, exhale as you go out, touch that toe with those hands, and alternate it with the next leg. For your option here, go ahead and bend those knees, all right, guys? Now, ready to work? Let's get it, guys. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Don't have to stand out on your own. You don't have to be alone. You don't have to stand out on your own. You don't have to be alone. I was all caught up for a while, running circles around my own head. Too bad I was acting like a child. I'd rather act like the woman I am. You don't know I could do anything. You don't know where I could go. You don't know I could do anything. You don't know I woke up feeling brand new. Nice to meet you. Don't tell me what I can't do. I'll get it done. Woke up feeling brand new. It's nice to meet you. I bet it's nice to meet me too. Took a while for me to realize I never put myself first. Look my reflection dead in the eyes. I said it's time to see your self-worth. You don't know I could do anything. You don't know where I could go. You don't know I could do anything. You don't know I woke up feeling brand new. Nice to meet you. Don't tell me what I can't do. I'll get it done. Woke up feeling brand new. It's nice to meet you. I bet it's nice to meet me too. How come it took so long to see that if I want something different, it's up to me. Woke up feeling brand new. Nice to meet you. Don't tell me what I can't do. I'll get it done. Woke up feeling brand new. It's nice to meet you. I bet it's nice to meet me too.
right, team, we have a 6-minute block here. 30 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. You have 3 exercises, and we are gonna knock out 3 rounds. Coach Nikki, you ready to knock it out? All right, so we're starting off with that skier swing. So feet are hip width apart. You're gonna send the hips back. You're gonna let the arms go along for the ride, making sure you're squeezing the glutes at the top. Those arms never go higher than shoulder height. Option, just reduce that range of motion. Moving into your bear plank lateral walk. So 3 steps out, 3 steps in is 1 rep, but you're making sure you're making nice, slow, and controlled movements, engaging that core the whole time. Last, you have a power sit-up. So we're gonna go onto the mat. We're gonna extend the arms and the legs. You're gonna reach the hands for the feet and then extend back out, trying to keep those feet off the ground. Option here is you can tap the toes on the ground instead with bent knees. 6 minutes of work. Let's go ahead and conquer it, team.
slowly die. Yes, I suspect that it'll rise with or without you. Raise this banner like a fire. Today, boys, set the thing I will keep quiet. 'Cause I will be fine with or without you. I can feel it burning through like fire. Yeah, I can feel it burning through like fire.
All right, we've reached the cool down. For this one, you're gonna use a towel. Dee, you already have yours. Awesome. We've got 5 exercises here. We're gonna start with 20 seconds of an overhead reach. As you can see, Dee is holding on to the widest part of her towel. The wider your towel is, the deeper these stretches are gonna be. Bringing the arms overhead, nice deep breath, shoulders nice and tall, chest tall, really working those shoulders. You got a 20-second hold here, bring it down to reset. Next up, 20 seconds per side of a side bend. In that same overhead position, nice gentle lean to our side. You're gonna feel it more in your lats and your obliques. 20 seconds to one side, 20 seconds to the other. Now, we're gonna bring that towel behind us for a reverse shoulder stretch. Palms are facing back, shoulders nice and tall. Raising our arms behind us, you're gonna feel that stretch in your shoulders as well as your chest on this one. 20-second hold. Next up, we have our tricep stretch. Now, this one happens to be a bit more of a combination stretch. You'll feel it in the shoulders as well as the triceps. We have one arm overhead. Our other arm is at the small of the back. Thumbs facing each other here. A great challenge, if you have good range of motion, you can bring your hands a little bit closer together. If not, you can bring them a little bit wider. You've got 20 seconds per side here. Next up, we're gonna go ahead and put the towel down. 20 seconds per side of a wrist and forearm stretch. Starting with our fingertips down, Dee's gonna gently draw those fingers towards her for 10 seconds. Then bring those fingers up towards the air. Same, pulling those fingers towards you. You've got 10 seconds in each position, then you'll switch sides. You earn this cool down. Enjoy it.